Hi, my name is Miss Black and I am so excited to see you.
And I am Mrs. Mugabe. I'm excited to see you as well.
We are so sad that we can't have you here with us at PreKites, but instead of you coming here, we have another plan.
Guess what? We're going to record videos every day for 4 days in a week. And we're so excited to be reading all these amazing stories to you and sending some activities for you to do while you're at home. So get ready.
Join us for the adventure. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Hi, friends. I'm going to read you a story today that is very special to me. It's one of my favorites, and it's about a little family of ducks. Now, I chose this story because it's about a family, not a family of people that we were talking about last week, but a family of little ducks. And I also chose this story because it's set in a place that is very special to Miss Black. It's from Sydney in Australia. Did you know Miss Black comes from Australia? And this story is set in Sydney, which is my hometown, and I've been to many places that are in this book and I want to share them with you. You want to come to Sydney with me? All right, let's go. Now, this is a story called Alexander's Outing. I wonder if you can guess which duck might be Alexander. Do you think it might be Alexander here that's leading all the little ducks? Or do you think this might be Alexander here at the back of the pack? Or do you think he might be somewhere here in the middle? I wonder where Alexander might be, or I wonder which one might be Alexander. The person that wrote this story is called Pamela Allen, and she's also from Australia. And I brought this storybook with me from Australia to Rwanda, so I didn't buy it in Rwanda. Alexander's Outing. Now I'm going to read the words and then I'm going to show you the picture. Alexander lived with his mother and his 4 brothers and sisters in the most beautiful place in the whole of Sydney. But Alexander's mother was bored. So one warm sunny morning they all set out in search of adventure. Have you guessed which one Alexander is? Now, if you look closely, here you can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and here you can see the Sydney Opera House. You might like to ask your mummy or daddy if they could maybe Google Sydney, and then you can see where Miss Black comes from. It's a very beautiful part of the world. Past the bottle tree, through the iron gates, and along Art Gallery Road. Stay close, take care, quacked Alexander's mother. But Alexander didn't stay close and Alexander didn't take care. He straggled behind with his head in the air. Have you guessed now which one Alexander is? This is Alexander here at the back. This is his mum and these are his 4 brothers and sisters. And look, Alexander is always at the back, with his head in the air, looking around. He's forgetting to watch where he's going. And there he is again, at the back. Look, looking up, and everybody else is ahead of him. I wonder if sometimes you straggle behind and your mum or dad walk ahead. In College Street, a man rushed out and stopped the traffic. Stay close, take care, called Alexander's mother. But Alexander did not stay close and Alexander did not take care. He straggled behind and he did not hear. There's the man stopping the cars so that the family of little ducks could cross the road and they could do it safely and not get hurt. Look at Alexander. He's looking around. By the time they reached the other side, Alexander had disappeared. Alexander's mother quacked and quacked, Alexander, Alexander, and all his brothers and sisters quacked and flapped, but they couldn't find Alexander anywhere. I wonder if you know where Alexander's gone. Can you quack like a duck and call Alexander? Quack, 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 quack. Alexander, Alexander, where are you? My goodness me, I wonder where he's gone. When they stopped making such a din, they heard a faint and distant quack from deep down in the earth. Can you see what's happened? Alexander wasn't watching where he was going, and he fell straight in a hole and went down, 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 down the hole. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? Miss Black today, she brought a little Alexander with her. This is my little Alexander duck. And do you know what else I have? I want to show you this story today, so hopefully you will really remember. This is the hole, and Alexander's walking along College Street with his head in the air, and he wasn't watching where he was going, and what happens? He falls into the hole. How are we going to get Alexander out of that hole? Let's straighten him up a little bit. There we go. There he is. And I'm going to sit him here so you can keep watching him and you can see what happens to Alexander and how he gets out of the hole. A young man and a middle-aged lady came over to see what was going on. They had a look down the hole to see if they could see Alexander. And what did all his brothers and sisters say? You ready? Let's do it together. Quack, 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 quack. The young man tried to reach Alexander, but his long arms were not long enough. He couldn't reach him. The middle-aged lady had an umbrella, so the young man tried again with his long arms and the umbrella, but they weren't long enough either. He couldn't quite reach Alexander. And what was his brothers and sisters saying? Quack, 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 quack. A young couple picnicking in Hyde Park heard all the commotion, packed up their basket and came over to see what all the fuss was about. And there they are having a picnic. In the background there is the Archibald Fountain in Hyde Park in Sydney. And these are all the birds that came to see what they could scavenge for lunch. How are we going to get him out? The middle-aged lady asked. The young couple had no idea. Cheer up, they called out, and dropped a half-eaten cheese sandwich down the hole for Alexander to eat. Do you think ducks like cheese sandwiches? I don't know. Let's see if he eats the cheese sandwich. Oh dear, there he is down the hole. He's stuck down there. A policeman arrived. He knew exactly what to do. He lowered his whistle down the hole on the end of a long piece of string. Here, he shouted, grab hold of this. Do you think Alexander could grab hold of that string and pull himself out? I'm not sure. Let's see if he can do it. What were all his brothers and sisters saying? You ready? You going to help me? Quack, 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 quack. But Alexander did not grab hold. Alexander did not hear. Oh dear, look at Alexander. I think he might have had a little sleep, had a little nap while everybody upstairs is trying to save him. A small boy and his mother joined the crowd. A feeble quack came from deep down in the hole. How were they going to get him out? I wonder if you've got any ideas on how they're going to get Alexander out of that deep hole. Have you got any ideas? Maybe you could tell your mum or dad. And you could let us know what your great idea was. Then, before anybody could stop him, the small boy tipped his drink down the hole. Yeah, now you've gone and drowned the poor little blighter, shouted the young man with the long arms. What do you think's going to happen now that the young boy has tipped some of his drink down the hole? What do ducks love to do? They love to swim, don't they? Let's see what happens. and they all tried to peer down the deep, dark hole to see. Everyone started talking at once. They all wanted to rescue Alexander, but how were they going to do it? And there's the deep hole. I wonder if you're thinking what I'm thinking on how they're going to save him. Let's read. From their basket, the young picnickers handed out 2 cups, 2 plastic bags, 1 lunchbox, and 1 thermos flask. The small boy still held his empty drink can. Then, ducks and all, they pranced in one long, sneaky line to the Archibald fountain. So there they are. They're all using something that they can fill with water. And then they march backwards and forward to the Archibald fountain. And let's see what they did. Let me show you. Here, I've got a drink bottle of a young boy, just like the boy in the story. I'm going to take the lid off and I'm going to take it to the fountain, which is just down here next to Miss Black. Put some water in it, and I'm going to put a little bit of water in with our Alexander, because our Alexander is stuck down the well, isn't he? So we're going to put a little bit of water in and see what happens to Alexander. Can you see what's happening already? Shall I bring it a bit closer so you can see? Look what's happening. Let's keep reading, okay? Okay. Now, dipping and tripping, dipping and tipping, skipping and dripping, quacking and flapping, dripping and skipping, from the fountain to the hole and back again they danced. So everybody went to fill up what they had, whether they had a plastic bag or a thermos flask or a lunchbox. And they went backwards and forwards to the Archibald fountain. So I've also got here a lunch bowl that somebody had their lunch in. So I can put some water in that too, and I can put some more water down our hole. Oh, what's happening to our little Alexander? Is he moving up the top? Let's see. See what happens here. Slowly the water rose. See, there was just a little bit of water, then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. So the water got higher and higher. Up and up and up until... What do you think happens next? Let's put our water up and up and up until... Here we go. Going to help me pour it in? Let's do it together. There we go. Oh, is he up the top yet? Not yet. Let's get that lunch bowl again. Fill some more water up. Here we go. Pour some more water in. Oh, and I think we need just a little bit more from the little boy's drink bottle. Here we go. I've got the little boy's drink bottle. And fill up. And then what happens on the next page, do you think? Look at this little duck. Let's turn him around. Oops, I think he's going to keep. He's top heavy, our little duck. Maybe he had too much for lunch. Up and up and up and up until out popped Alexander like the cork of a bottle. His mother flapped and flapped and quacked, and all his brothers and sisters flapped and flapped and quacked and quacked. Could you imagine the noise they were making? Can you be a duck? Quack, 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 quack. Such joyful quacking, such happy flapping. And look, here's our little Alexander. Let's take our Alexander out. There he is. He's out now, safe and sound, back with his mummy and his brothers and sisters. How about I put him there so you can keep seeing him? And I think there's just one page to read. When the celebrations were over, they set off, still quacking and flapping, back across College Street, where they came from, back along Art Gallery Road, through the iron gates, just past the bottle tree. and got safely home in time for tea. Quack, 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 quack. And look at Alexander. He's still not concentrating. He's still got his head in the air and he's still at the end of the line. Let's hope that he learnt his lesson and he stays with his family and he listens to his mummy and follows instruction. I hope you enjoyed our story with little Alexander the duck, and I hope you enjoy lots of the activities that Miss Black has sent home for you. This week you're going to do some floating and sinking. See my little duck? He floats to the top. I wonder if you can find some things that sink to the bottom of the water. Take care, friends.